Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Kellen here. At my computer again. Seems to be my normal setup now. But anyway, my voice is kind of tired because today was the last day for TMEA auditions. I'm gonna be honest, I did not practice this music at all. So like before today, so I was practicing all these fucking songs. Not that much. Like in total, like with the cuts and stuff, like it was about maybe like a minute and a half of the songs I had to sing, but like 2 of these are not in English, so that was a bit harder. And this one, Les Papillons, this song was fucking difficult. Like this song was really fucking difficult. But this one, Now Let Me Fly, and Wie lieb ich sind deine. Look, I'm not the best at reading German, but this was much harder because it's in French, and it didn't help that it was like old century French too, so a lot of the words I did not know, or letters like this. I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but this is like J and I. I've never seen that word before. And like I'm not like the biggest French person or anything, but like I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But yeah, really, like rhythmically, it's very difficult. This one actually, the German one, first off, Johannes Brahms, can we talk about how good of a fucking composer he is? I'm really mad that I didn't practice before this, because I would have been more prepared for the song, for the TMEA, whatever, but also, we did a song by him last year, Geistliches Lied. Okay, that's not how you say it. Geistliches Lied. Geistliches Lied. I don't know, but it was something like that, and beautiful song. I fucking loved it, and this song, I could tell I would have really liked it if I actually, heard the full thing. I only know the parts that I was supposed to sing on the recording. Anyway, though, that was a lot of shit chat. But anyway, what I want to talk about this is not a controversial opinion, or at least it fucking shouldn't be, but we should not be going to school right now. This is, again, I mean, this isn't a new discussion. I'm not saying anything profound here, or, like, just like, whoa, like this is not a new take at all. But I just want to say, for my school, I just want to share my school's experience going on right fucking now. Because for my school, we're doing it, you can either choose to be online or go to school. And but like you have to come to school if you end up failing your online classes, and luckily I have not failed any yet. So I mean, if there's COVID literally has to be eradicated, or at least eradicated in Texas for me to go back to school. I doubt I will be going back to school this year, unfortunately, and I really want to, because I am a senior and this would be my last year. But I mean, I do like being at my house, so it's not that big of a deal. But, yeah, so a lot of people actually are at school. I don't know how many people at school are at home or actually in the building, but there seems to be a lot of people, and, like, some people, like, made the switch, from the first 9 weeks to the second 9 weeks, from online to in person. I don't know why you would make that decision, personally, but okay, I guess. But anyway, before school even started, I thought it was a terrible idea, because you have seen the COVID cases in the United States. They are very high. So it doesn't make sense to be in an area where there's going to be a lot of people, even if you are wearing a mask. Like, I don't go out very often, but when I do, I'm usually not very close to people, and in the buildings, because, like, me and my mom wants to go to the thrift store. I'll go to Spencer's occasionally. Like, I've only been to Spencer's, like, 3 times during the pandemic or something like that, like, maybe, like, 3 or 4 times, and there's literally, like, 5 people in there, and, like, the only people I'm close to are the fucking cashiers, and that interaction, like, we're both wearing masks, like, or anything like that. Like, I'm not gonna act like I'm at home the whole time, or have been at home the whole time during the pandemic, and that I'm the model person who should be in a pandemic, because no, I'm not. But I'm also not going to school. Like, I'm not even sure if what I just fucking said makes sense, but basically, yeah, there's a lot of people at school, and I see people who are at school, they post on their stories, and I watch their stories, and I'm like, Like, I mean, they post videos sometimes of them at lunch, and like obviously nobody's wearing masks at lunch, and I don't really know how it works there since I'm not at school. I do know that at the end of the class period they have to wipe down the desks and like the computers and shit and other shit they use. I know they have to do that. I'm pretty sure that they're allowed to eat lunch wherever in the building, whereas before you could only eat lunch in the cafeteria, obviously, and like a classroom if your teacher allowed it. But now I think you are allowed to eat in any classroom or just anywhere around the building as long as you're not very close to people. And obviously you have to wear masks. And that's the only thing that I know that is different at the high school this year, or at my school this year. But anyway, I made a post on Snapchat a couple weeks ago, and I had taken a picture of me. My mom was driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and I took a picture of the school because we went past it. And then, like, it was supposed to be a funny post, like, my foot was in the photo. Like, it's not funny when you fucking explain it, but, like, my foot was in the photo. Like, the punchline supposed to be that, like, my ugly-ass foot was in the photo. Like, bro, that sounds so fucking unfunny when I explain it, but anyway, so I had taken the picture of the school. My foot was in the fucking photo at the bottom, and then I captioned it, if you're at school right now, that's lame as fuck, or something like that. I don't know, it was something alluding to the fact that if you're at school, that fucking sucks. Like, I'm not at school, like, pretty much, like, something like that. And, like, a couple people slid up telling me how school sucks, whatever. And then somebody else slid up, and I don't mean to put them on blast. Well, I'm not going to put them on blast because I'm not going to say their name. But, anyway, they said that school was fun, and I was like, I can't imagine wearing masks at school is fun. I don't like wearing masks. Like, obviously, like, I'm, like, do not fucking peg me for an anti-masker. Wear the fucking mask, but still, I would rather not have to be in a position to wear a mask. That's why I'm not fucking going out all the time. That's why I'm not going to school, because not only do I not want to get coronavirus, I also don't want to wear a fucking mask. Like, they make my fucking lips sweaty. I hate it since I wear glasses. Sometimes they'll fog up the glasses and, like, just blow a lot of hot air on my eyes. Like, I fucking hate that. Also, I don't like wearing masks because nobody can see my cool piercings. My cool oral piercings. Like, what the fuck is the point of even going out if nobody can see my fucking piercings? Like, no, I don't want to wear a fucking mask. Sorry. Thank you so much. So yeah, I said to them, I can't imagine that wearing a mask at school is fun, and that they said, and I'm just doing this from memory. I don't have this conversation pulled up, but they said that you forget that it's on after a while, and they said something about how some people, or like, if you don't want to get the coronavirus at lunch and eat lunch outside, because, you know, it's not in a closed space, which I understand that. I still would not feel comfortable taking off my mask around all those people, though. And then they said something how some teachers don't even allow their students to put on their mask, and that they will allow kids to eat in class. Like, not during lunch where you're eating during the class, like a classroom where I'm pretty sure they meant classes going on. Your teacher will let you take off your mask, because, like, I've seen a couple videos where people will just have, or, like, pictures where people just have their mask down, take a photo of themselves, and I saw this one video, I can't remember who posted it. It was like a video from, their back camera, and they were recording the class, or like, their friend or whatever, and their friend, who was the main focus of the video or whatever, did not even have the mask around their neck. Like, it was just completely off. It was like they didn't have a mask at all. And it's like, who, like this was in a classroom. It's like, who the fuck is allowing this now? And this was, and I saw that video where the person was wearing their mask before I had the conversation with this person who said that some teachers won't let you wear their mask. So it was kind of like, okay, so that's what's going on at school? Some teachers won't let y'all wear y'all's masks, or don't require it, so that's why y'all just feel comfortable taking out. Like, what the fuck? That's so goddamn stupid. Like, why would you do something like that? Like, I don't know. That's so goddamn idiotic. But anyway, before Thanksgiving break, which was last week, there had been 2 cases at the high school. At my school. I don't know why I keep saying the high school, but there have been 2 cases at my school. And they said that they had sent them home or whatever, and, like, whatever. Anyway, yesterday, I believe, it was either yesterday or Monday, today's Wednesday also, yesterday or Monday, or maybe even Sunday, we got an email from the high school saying 4 people 4 more people had gotten coronavirus. Now today I check my email, 2 more people have got it. That is 8 fucking people by now, and I don't fucking believe that it's just 8 people. Absolutely fucking not. Because my brother asked one of his friends who's also attending school, like in the building, he asked them if they were regularly testing them, like at least like once a week or every other week, and the friend said no. So I don't believe for a single fucking second that is only 8 fucking cases at the school. When I was having the conversation with that person, I had mentioned the fact that, and this was before the next 6 cases at the school had been known to us. This was back when there were only 2 cases at the school. I had mentioned that people at the school are getting coronavirus, and they were all like, okay, but 2 compared to however many people at the school, like, that's not a lot. And then I brought up the fact that there had been 0 cases at my fucking house. I did not get a reply after that. But it's like this, if it's true, and I don't think he would have a reason to lie, my brother's friend, that they're not testing them at the school. There is no fucking way that there's only 8 cases. I don't believe it for a goddamn second, because at lunch, like, people are getting cases at lunch, period. And then in classrooms, for some reason, where teachers don't really let or really push for their students to wear their mask, and it's like an optional thing, there are cases in there for a fucking fact. And like, apparently, and look, I'm not a fucking coronavirus expert, but apparently, people my age, I'm 17 years old, people about my age, teenagers, like, they are usually asymptomatic, I think. And so obviously, if you're not experiencing symptoms, you're probably not gonna go get fucking tested. Like, these people that have gotten it probably felt sick. I'm assuming, but if they're not testing them, there are way many more cases. I bet at least, I don't know how many people are actually at school, but I bet there are like at least a fourth, and that's being generous. No, I would actually say a third. At least a third of the fucking student body, or faculty included, at my fucking school have coronavirus, and they just don't fucking know it yet because they're not getting tested. Or at least just the students, because, again, like, people around my age typically are asymptomatic and just fucking carry it. They are definitely fucking spreading that shit. I have no fucking doubt about it. Like, that's literally a fact to me at this point. Like, there's nothing you can do unless they actually fucking start testing people weekly. There's no fucking other way to know. I really do think it's a stupid decision to go back to school. Again, as a senior, I would like to be at school, as it is my last year, and it's going to be the last time I see a lot of these people. And I'm not going to act like I wasn't a fucking popular person at school. But, there were a lot of people that I would like to see for the last time. But, I don't know, we're just going to have to meet up. I mean, if it's that big of a fucking deal, I'm just going to see my graduation. And that's it. Like, I'm not risking, like, my feelings, I guess, just to see people at school. Like, I mean, maybe if I was more popular, maybe I would feel a bigger drive to go to school. But at the very moment, like, I have friends, some of whom are at school, but I mean, they got me on Snapchat or something. If it's that big of a deal, it's not. Like, I think this is good, kind of, because, like, before coronavirus did happen, yeah, I was a junior still, and I was kind of worried for my senior year, like, not because of my grades or anything, but, like, I was just, well, not worried, I was just kind of sad, because even though, yeah, like I just said, like, I'm not, like, too popular or anything like that, like, it was going to be kind of sad or weird for my senior year to be the last time I'm seeing these people that I've gone to school with for so many years, and that was something I kind of worried about. I was worried about being sad about it, not actually. I wasn't already sad about it, like, not really, at least. But now, since I have not seen them since March, for the most part, I don't know if it's just because I'm like disconnected from them at this point and like I have not seen them, but I don't really care that much about that anymore. I'm not really worried about being sad. Like maybe I'll be sad at graduation or feel weird at graduation, since I guess it will be my last time seeing all of them. But yeah, I'm really glad. I think, you know, being at home this whole time has made me realize it's not that big of a deal. And I was kind of, I was like kind of like basing my whole life around high school, but that is understandable because I'm in high school right now. It's not like I'm fucking 27, still sad I'm not seeing these people anymore. So I'm not gonna like, you know, be too hard on myself about that. Because it's like, yeah, obviously I'm gonna think about high school. I'm in fucking high school right now. But yeah, I'm glad that I realized that there's a lot more to life than being at school. Some of you gotta realize that too. Add on to there's more than life just to having a job. Go watch that video. You're more than your job. But yeah, I'm kind of glad I've come to that realization. That I don't, it's gonna be okay if I never see them again. For the I mean, like, obviously I do have friends that I would like to see again, but for the most part, like, the people who I would like to see again, like, is maybe, like, 5 or 6 people. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, it's not that many. But as for everybody else, like, they were, a lot of them are great. I thought they were funny in class or something like that. But, I mean, it's gonna be fucking fine. And if you're a senior worrying about this, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be fucking fine. Like, we were gonna have to leave them at some point. We were gonna have to never see him again at some point. Just came a little earlier than we thought. So yeah, I'm glad to be at home. I think it's much easier than doing in real life school. Because I get to take a nap in the middle of the day every single day if I fucking feel like it. Like, I literally don't have a class from about 10 o'clock to 10. Napping during that whole fucking time. But yeah, anyway, to wrap up this video, you should not be in school right now. And if anybody is like requiring you to go to school, tell them to like literally just like sing in their face really loudly. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what that was. But just, I mean, I don't know, just what the fuck was it? That was so fucking cringy. But just say no, this is a fucking pandemic. The United States, a lot of them like to believe that we're on the same level as like Australia or New Zealand. I'm here to fucking tell you right now, we're fucking not. We are really fucking not. I mean, don't we still have like the most cases out of any fucking country right fucking now? Look, again for the senior thing, I would love, I really was excited for my senior year. Look, now it's not happening anymore. Oh well. Just suck it the fuck up. You're gonna see him at graduation. And it's like, we would be able to go to school if people took the lockdown a lot more fucking serious. And like, I get like you want to get that time back, you know, with your friends and stuff like that. This is just not the time for that. I'm so fucking sorry. It's not the time for that. When? Because I'm going to write this in my manifestation journal. When coronavirus is out of the United States, hopefully next year. Manifesting that's going to be next year as well. And we all want to arrange to get together. Fucking class of 2021, arrange to get together. Okay, great. But right now, we cannot be together. And it's a stupid goddamn decision to be at school right now. Unless, and let me say this because I didn't include it before, unless you don't have internet access at home or live in an abusive household. And that's just only 2 other examples I can think of. That, I understand why you're at school. That being said, I think if you are in a situation where you do have to go to school, I think that it should just be everybody who's in those situations at the building, everybody else who can stay at home and do work at home, be at home, and in the building there should be a couple, I'm talking like no more than 5, like administrators watching over the students, making sure, you know, they're not doing anything fucking stupid. But like, this would happen in maybe like the library or the cafeteria. Everybody's spaced out, everybody's wearing masks, everybody is given a computer unless they have their own. And those are the only people who are at school. Everybody else who does not have to be at school, be at home and do it online. Because if they were doing it to where the students who needed to come to school actually were at the building and everybody else was at home, like I just fucking said, there would not be 8 fucking cases. And again, I bet there's fucking more than that. There would be a lot less than 8 cases. And at least, even if there were 8 cases in that small group of people, obviously that wouldn't be good. But at least, again, it's a small group of people. And these small groups of people wouldn't be surrounded by, I don't know, the fucking 1,000 of people at school, in real life school right now. So, yeah, that's basically it. Like, comment, subscribe, the bell icon, subscribe, but you know, okay, I'll post and I'll see you in this video. Goodbye.